Yep, everybody with me. Come on, I want to see everybody. Hold it. Get up here. Scarlet. It's time. Let's see that stat. Scarlet, question? Do you have a question? Or are you being lazy?
I'm really being lazy.
Hey, I'm just talking smack. But look, start class with us. If you really have a question that you have to ask soon, then you can definitely just ask that question in a second. But I want to get these guys started, okay? So, everybody looking good? Hey, who is that? Is that? Oh, it's hard to see. Owen Spence. Make sure you guys look good too, okay? On your feet. Let's see that statue. Now, everybody, just like class, how you guys doing today? It's good to see you, and let's go ahead and bow in. And get started with some squats. Hands up, feet wide. You know the drill, but let's see who's got the best ones. Let's see if we can keep up, okay? Ready? And I was just checking to see if you're paying attention. Ready? And boom! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Aha, we kept up. Spence, I want to see you keep up, dude. Now we're going to give ourselves a hug, and we're just going to go for a back break fall and a standing base. So make sure that when you back break fall, you protect that most important thing, which is your brains. All right, so always make sure that you're tucking your chin, and then on the way back up, let's see if you can do it with the good details. All right, are you ready? Prove it. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Work time. Back break fall, and then standing base. Right? Back break fall, then base. Keep going. Nice. Evan over here looking good. Good job, dude. Excellent focus. Nice work. Snap. What's up, Jacob? Glad you're here. Ray, Jane, let's see it. We're just doing back break fall, standing base. 5 more seconds. Can you do 3 more? 2, 1, time. Hey, I saw a couple of you guys that raced on that third one. I don't know if I saw anybody do it like super clean, but a lot of you guys were moving. That's the point. Good job. Now we're just going to go ahead and hit some of our easy jiu-jitsu warm-ups. Let's do some straight bridges and some triangles. So we're just going to back break fall. Step 1 is make sure that your feet are sucked nice and close to your backside and really stretch your hips up, all right? Let's see the good bridges. Ready? And boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And then we go triangles. So now I'm kicking my feet, hitting that lock at the top, kick them up, lock it at the top. Let's see you keep up. Ready? And boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And now we're going to go ahead and hit some bear crab so we can practice switching our hips a little bit. You guys know the drill. We're starting off like a bear, switching opposites. Just to really practice moving around a little bit. Let's see who's got the smoothest looking one. Ready? Go. Who can dance? Bear crab, bear crab. I'm looking at this one. Ooh, Harper over here can move. Look at full speed. That's crazy. Can anybody move that smooth? To go that fast, you have to be smooth at it. That's insane, Harper. Nice work. Keep it up, keep it up. Good job. Opposites every time, right? One hand goes up, it is the opposite side foot, always. Good. Time. Nice work. Now, let's just go ahead and practice like the fun parkour version of this one. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put one hand down, and then I'm gonna take that leg and slide it under. Okay, so I put my hand down and I slide this under. Now my goal is to slide as far as I can. And I want to stretch that foot out a little bit. So I slide as far as I can and I stretch. And now I'm going to try to stand back up. Okay, so I'm going to have to use this hand, but that's the foot that I'm trying to get up on, right? And if I can make it all the way up onto that foot, if I can do this quickly, then it's a really good way to be able to move, right? To be able to slide and just get right back up. It's just a nice ability to have. So let's see who has it well. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's see if you can dance. Ray, Jane, I want to see. One hand down. All you gotta do is baseball slide your leg under. Nice, so I put one hand down and slide that leg up. And I'm gonna stand right back up. All right, if you're doing it smooth, you can put it all together in one clean motion. Nice. Who is that? Diego, looking clean, man. Good stretch. Try to keep the same hand down. Whichever hand you post down, exactly. It's gonna stay, right? That's the way you're gonna turn things. See how you switch at the very end? Try not to. See if you can keep, I think it's your left. See if you can keep that hand down the entire time. And you'll turn towards your left at the very end as you get up. All right, so post and slide. And now you're gonna turn the other way, right? Like go over that hand. Yes, exactly. That's how you can do that even faster and just keep that hand connected. Good details, man. You were flying, that was tight. Couple more, guys. This drill is super important. It's gonna replace one of our passing drills today. Nice, good job. Is that torn right there? Grip, looking smooth. Okay, time. So, we are going to just work on one of the passing drills today. The one we're gonna focus on is the two-step, okay? The two-step, you see my invisible partner? It's easy, just this line. I'm gonna be stepping across and out, right? Make sure that you're stepping where their belt would be, and then my leg is straight out to the side. It's not going forward. Make sure it's out. And then just back, put it in reverse. Cross out, back, cross out, back, cross out, back, cross out. But once you can do it quickly, turn it up a little bit, but make sure it's smooth. Make sure you got the details, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Work time. Who's got this one? Cross out, back. Doing it correct is most important. Let's see it, Scarlett, what you got? Keep moving. Nice. Make sure you go cross first. Oh, Caleb, is that a question? What's up, dude? Do you have a question? Hang on, let's see if I
think he's doing the move.
Oh, wait, you're going too fast. Haha, you're so right. Hey, Caleb, pause. Caleb, when you're doing this one, you want to make sure that you move forward, okay? So look where I start. I'm like back here down in front of their legs, right? I have to move up by where their belly is. So I'm taking 2 big steps forward. I can't just switch. That's not crossing enough. I need to move up there. So I step with the cross, right? I step way up there, step and cross, then I'm out to the side. Okay, this puts me in knee on belly position right here. And then just back up. Okay, go ahead. Let's see. Good, guys. Make sure you're moving. Ooh, is it? I can't tell with the hair color. Is it Torrin or is it Griff? What's up, Torrin? How you doing, man? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Hey, that's clean. I like to use in the chair. Time. So look, I really want to focus on something really quickly, and it's just like the importance of tiny little details, okay? In jiu-jitsu, especially, the tiniest little difference can make like a world of actual difference in the battle. So like if we say you grab like right here, and instead you grab right here, that can make it 10,000 times harder for you. It can make it impossible, okay? If we're stepping, right, and I'm crossing over to this side, it looks like this, but you take your step behind the leg instead. First of all, I don't even know how you're getting up by the hip, but if you do this, it's gonna be a lot harder to keep your balance, right? Crossing behind does not put me in as strong of a position. You can see it, right? I'm crossing in front. It almost looks like I'm walking there for a second. I can do this one really casual. I can do this one real chill if I want to, right? Or I can turn it up a little bit, stay a little bit lower, and make it a little more realistic. But pay attention to those little details. Okay, we have new techniques to look at today, and I want to make sure that you guys are nailing it. So lock it in, and let's get into one little challenge, okay? Challenge we're going to do today is going to be another just sort of like strange exercise, because I think the strange exercises are like the most fun way to really test yourself and push yourself. That's what fast feet with sprawls is. And since we're not all on super soft floors, we're just going to switch it up and do a whole bunch more. So let's add today, I don't know if we're quite ready for this one yet. Don't worry, I've got a cool one saved for one of our final Zoom classes that'll be coming up, because pretty soon we will get to actually have real classes again. Don't worry. But I think that we should go ahead and go for the upside down, and we're just gonna stand and do just like a pike push-up. So that means that I'm gonna be here with my butt as high as I can. This is like a bad push-up position, Okay, so I make sure that my butt is as high as I can so that the top of my head points at my hands, like this. Not like this, like this. Okay, and now all I'm gonna do is take that top of my head straight down in between my hands and then bring it right back up. It's not a giant push-up. It's not super heavy. It's just a little weird. And so let's see who can do this one the most. We're just gonna do it one time, and we're gonna see if you can bust out probably 20. I'll probably cap it right after you get somewhere around 20. So if you can make it up to that number, I'll be pretty impressed. I know a lot of you guys can clear that like it's cake. So make sure you're doing them right. Don't cheat yourself and then brag about it. Ready? Let's see it. 1, 2, 3. All right, go ahead and just get into position. Hold on, I gotta check your position. Head towards the top of your hands before you go. Look, tuck more. You gotta make sure that that head is pointed in between your hands. Okay, you're really tucking down so that your head is in line with your hands. And then you can go ahead. Keep your legs straight too. Okay, you should be dipping your head straight towards your hands. Okay, make sure that you're dipping straight towards your hands. Okay, my legs are not bending. My knees are not bending. Make sure you count. Keep your butt up. Torn, don't make me fight you. All right, guys, time. So look, who cleared 10? Like easy. Anybody? You just felt like that wasn't a big deal? 15? Anybody get to 15 or like in between it was tough? Anybody get to 20? You clear that 20 number? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. How about 25? Anybody blow my number out of the water? Wait, hang on. I can't see every screen. Let me make sure. Did anybody clear 25? Jane says she got 25. All right, how about 30? Did you clear 30, Jane? All right, I appreciate your honesty. Whoa, hold up, Jackson. You got past 30? Did you get 35? Did you get 40? Okay, so you're up in there. Hey, good job. Guys, we're trying to push ourselves, right? And if you can't do a whole ton, like right now immediately, that's fine. I picked a weird one that was tough for you on purpose. But work on it, right? If you really do your best, you will get stronger, I promise. Now we're gonna go ahead and bring it in for mat chat, guys. So bring it really close. I think today, there we go, fix that. I'm gonna stay right here. Good, I appreciate that respect, guys. Bringing it in. Look, the most important mat chats are actually the ones that we've talked about really recently. And I like that. I like that we've done a review recently of some of our favorites, some of our most important ones. I wanna review all of them real quick. Okay, and they actually, they spell out a fun name that we're gonna start to remember a little bit. Now the first one is focus. Everybody say it, focus. Show it. Like, see? You know what it looks like and it's obvious, isn't it? You can make it look real intense. You can make it look you can make it look scary. You can make it look weird, all right? So like that focus matters. It's how you learn. It's how you do stuff and really do it and not just like, you know, waste your time and not really get anything out of it. So keep that focus locked. Second one is respect. Everybody say it. Respect. Respect means treating it like it's important, right? You guys know that we're working on something that's important. You know that soon we're gonna get to go back to real butt whoopings too. And so if you were messing around, you probably got some butt whoopings coming, right? But if you're here treating it with respect, really training, then you're gonna do awesome. You're gonna be the one laying down the butt whoopings. It's gonna be awesome when we get back into the gym. Right? It matters. Treat it like it matters. Treat it like it's important. Respect it. Now, this third one is energy, right? We just talked about this. Everybody say energy. Energy is just like about the level of effort and you know, attitude and energy that you bring. If I show up, you know, with this. And guys, I'll be honest with you. Today, for like most of the day, that is actually like what I was doing. That's kind of the energy that I had for most of the day. For most of like the day, what I was doing didn't require much more energy than that. I know that the second that I come hang out with you guys, I'm not gonna do it with like this kind of attitude, right? Like this mode for me, that's okay sometimes, sure. But if I'm here to do something physical, if I'm here to train jujitsu, to hang out with you guys and have a good time, it's gonna take more energy and you can hear the difference in my voice. You can actually see it in my face. You can see it even in the way that I like move around when I'm standing. So bring the right kind of energy, okay? We've gotta be here really working. The last one is discipline, okay? Everybody say it, discipline. Discipline is about understanding and following the rules, right? Like you guys know jujitsu, you know how we do class, you know how I operate, you know what I ask of you when we show up to class. And so those of you guys that are following those rules, respecting those rules, like, man, that's a lot of discipline. And keeping within that system, like staying together with what we're doing, being in the same, team and following the same rules, that makes us all more together. And together, we're a lot stronger. Okay, we can do so much more as a team. We can get better training. We can all get tougher. So it matters that we actually, follow the rules, that we show that discipline while we're here. Was anybody paying attention enough to know what all those words spelled? It's a name. Focus, respect, energy, and discipline. What does it spell? Fred, right? If you have gone to a Coach E's class, then you've probably heard them say it. But man, Fred is somebody that I keep with me at all times when I'm doing jiu-jitsu, and I want you guys to do the same, all right? Like right now, I see a pretty high level of focus, respect, energy, and discipline. I need you to keep it, all right? Let's get working on some new techniques. I want to see you can land this footwork today, okay? We got some cool takedowns to go over. So really quickly, we're going to all say the last one so that we don't forget discipline. Everybody say discipline. And then let's jump into some takedowns. So today, we're looking at a new takedown. And we're going to be going over Osoto Gari. So I want to show you one time on the dummy. Let me borrow you, Wilson. Okay. Osoto Gari is this trick where I get around behind them, and then I have two options. The easy version is just to like get my leg behind them and drive the bus to take them down. Or I can step around and I can kick that leg out. Right? And either way, they're going to end up in the same position. It's an insanely strong takedown. It's one where you can make them do like a sweet side flip and it looks really cool. But you got to get the footwork down. Okay, now look, when I do this, you guys can see that I step around behind him, right? So I'm here, and I'm going to end up stepping around behind him. But look what foot steps first every single time. You see it, right? Every single time. I step with the outside foot first. That means if I'm going left, left first. Then I can step around behind him. If I forget that first step, look. Here's it with the first step. Here's it without, hey boys, here's it without the first step. Look, if I just reach my leg around behind him, how's my base? He can drive the bus on me just like I can do it on him. So I cannot forget the first step. Okay, I step to the outside and forward, then I can step around behind. Now when we're practicing this without a partner or on a pillow or something, it doesn't matter. What we're gonna practice, and if you have a pillow, then that just gets to be the person's leg. And I'm just trying to practice stepping around behind it, right? But I always go outside first. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay? You've got to be able to get the footwork in the correct order. Once we get that, we're going to add the finishes. So let's see who can dance. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Nice and simple. If you have a partner, you can borrow their ankles. If you don't, put something down. Right? We're just pretending that that right there is like one leg. Okay, that's what matters. I need to get around behind that one leg. So I step to the outside, around behind it. Okay? Boom, boom. Get it, Diego. You got it. That side first, then around behind. Exactly. Good focus, dude. Yes. Good. Is that Evan right there? Good focus, dude. Yes. Guys, time. Bring it in really quickly. This is really important. And Evan helped me see this, but I think it's really, really useful. Evan, that was clean, dude. But especially with a bigger partner, I want to make sure you can still take them down. Check this out. If I'm doing this here, whoa, easier to see. Look. If I'm doing this with a partner, then I need to make sure my first step goes at least as deep as their legs are, okay? So if I turn sideways, he's on the silver line right now. That means I have to step at least as far as the silver line when I step to the outside. Boom, right? Or if I show it on the other side, boom. I have to step that far. If I'm anywhere here, then when I step around behind, I'm still messing my base up. Okay, if I go further, then I'm starting to mess his base up. So make sure you're stepping pretty far forward as you do this one too. All right? Let's see that clap one more time. 1, 2, 3. Get it. Just this forward for another 30 seconds, a minute. just to make sure everybody's got this piece down. Or is at least starting to on the first day. Danny, question, my man?
Are we doing Osoto Gari?
I like it. You didn't hear it at the beginning. Oh yeah, for sure. We're definitely getting some of those. Hey, come on, I want to see your footwork.
Okay.
Real quick, show off a little bit so we can jump on to the next piece. I like that you could recognize though. You just see it coming. Good. Remember, you do not need to step behind both of their legs. You only need to catch behind one of their ankles, okay? If your partner is going, then you can just stand totally still and normal and wide like Wilson did. You don't have to be in a crazy stance right now, right? Stand square to help your partner practice. Perfect, Caleb. Nice. Caleb and Nicole looking so smooth, trading back and forth, getting good reps in. All right, now look, time. So, there are two finishes, right? I want to show you guys the simpler one, and I want to focus on kind of one little detail that we can all tighten up, even if we don't have a partner, okay? So, the first finish is just driving the bus. So I'm going to step around behind him, and then I'm just going to drive the bus over my leg. That means I'm pulling him the opposite way as the trip. Look, my leg over here is tripping him. I'm pulling him across the other way. It's going to lay him right down in side control. I can just dive down and squish him if I want. But when we're practicing, I want to make sure that when I step, that my leg that's behind his leg actually touches. My first one, this one can go far. All of that's good. If I step super far, that's good. But when I step around behind him, this is still too far. Do you see what it did to my base? Right, it made me like do this a little bit. It's not what I want. I want this to be touching his leg right here. Okay, and for this simple finish, I'm just gonna make sure that I'm stomping right there behind one of his legs, and then I'm just gonna drive the bus. Okay, if I have a partner, then I'm doing that with the collar and arm. Okay, and you can actually do it either way. I think it's easier to pull on their arm. I think it's easier to step around the arm side. So if I have collar and arm, then I'm stepping around the arm. Boom, boom. I get to pull the arm on the way down. Really helps me finish. If you don't have a partner, for the record, you could practice this on a gi jacket really easily. But even if you don't have one, you can totally do the solo. Look, collar and sleeve. You see my invisible partner. Boom, boom, boom. Right? I get to practice every bit of that finish. Step and around. Boom. Okay? I'm still driving the bus, still super tight. If I have nothing, step and around, drive. Notice I'm steering and push pull. Okay, there's a lot in this drive right here that makes this punch really strong. So let's see if you can get this detail for just a simple drive the bus. Even if you're solo, I should be able to see that you are strong the entire time and you understand how to drive at the end and put them down. Okay? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, go. What you got? What you got? You don't have to drop all the way down for this one, Harper. That was really good drive. You just don't have to drop to your knees every time. Go ahead, do it. Step around and drive. Boom, boom. And then look, you can still use your hands to drive. I just mean you don't have to fall all the way down. So like you can like step around, drive, and you see how I just like stay up at the end? Okay, so do the arm part, but you don't have to fall.
Jacob, do you have a question?
Oh, who had one? Jacob, what's up, dude?
So remember when you said punch?
Yes, sir.
So we don't punch in jiu-jitsu.
So the cool thing is that like, you're right, I'm not gonna punch my opponent in jiu-jitsu, but there's actually a lot of cool moves in jiu-jitsu where I do a punching motion. And I'm not doing it to hit them, but I'm doing it to move them, right? And this is one of those times. I'm holding the person right here. And my favorite thing to happen is when this grip kind of slides up behind their neck and it's gonna like pull them over. And that's what that punch is for. Okay, so when I grab somebody, right, and I grab them like right here by their collar, I grab them and hold them. When I drive, it's to lean. Okay, that's why that punch happens. Cool? So we gotta practice having a good lean right there. Good job, guys. Keep going. Look. Lean, push, pull. Okay, you see the push, pull part? As I lean this way, I'm pulling that way also. Okay, if I lean them this way, I pull this way also. Uh-huh. Diego, that was clean, man. Excellent use of a mat, by the way. That is a phenomenal partner for this drill. Excellent job. All right, time. Let's bring it in and add a piece, okay? We keep moving. Guys, I really appreciate the respect and energy right now. I see a lot of good movement, and honestly, I'm really impressed for like us not having worked on this in a while and not getting to be in person. We're looking pretty tight. So let's go ahead and add what I would say is the more realistic version, okay? If I can ever get behind the person like that, where I'm here and I'm able to really just stomp my foot down behind their leg over here, and I'm still in a good base, they should go down. I should be able to drive them. But especially when the person's really quick and fighting back and they know jujitsu, I may need the faster version. The faster version is the kick. And so let me show you guys with Wilson one more time, just so you see the goal, okay? I'm still here, starting in a good position. I'm gonna step, and then I'm gonna kick. And that's gonna really set his legs up and over. Okay, now look, that kicking motion is very specific. Here's what it looks like. Here, hang on. That kicking motion looks like this. I'm gonna step to the side again, and then I have to balance on this foot so that this one can come to a giant swing, just like that. Okay, so I step and sweep. It's like a big sweep across the floor. Okay, I have to be able to hold that stomp, boom, so that this one can lift up like a high knee, and then I'm going to sweep, and maybe my foot just barely touches the ground and makes a little like sound, right? We bounce. Okay, that's the whole goal right now, is step, sweep. Let's see, who can do this one? 1, 2, 3. Prove it. What kind of balance you got, huh? Who can balance a little bit? Let's see it, Jacob. Yo, let's see his stuff. I know that was good, dude. Your sweep was so good. You have good like range of motion in your leg. I'm jealous, dude. You can stretch further than me. Good job, Jacob. Keep it up. Let's see. Yeah, nice job, boys. Is that Jack and Ty right there? Looking good. Good. Really plant on that leg. If you want to, you can try on the other side, but I think it's okay to work on one side until you feel good about it, right? Like if you were practicing one side of the takedown, that's okay, keep doing it. Okay, remember, step 1 is to take a step forward, right? I have to start stepping around the side of the person, so I always take that step first. Then, right, look, step first, then high knee, and sweep, okay? Don't skip any steps. Step, sweep. Who's got it? I'm looking to see who's got the best looking balance right now, the best looking control. Let's see how Diego's sleeve looks. Ooh, nice. Keep that lower. You want your toes to touch the floor. So like you want the leg that comes up, Diego, check it out. When I step, boom, and then this one's about to sweep, okay? This leg's about to come up and sweep. I want it to go in a perfectly, like, the more up and down the better. I don't want it to sweep out like this. I want it to sweep down like a heavy swinging pendulum. So it's gonna come up and then straight down. And I want my foot to touch a little bit. I want it to go right there and make that sound, okay? Keep going. Boom, boom. Yes, much better. It's much lower. Keep it even lower, even lower. It should go close to the other foot. You're gonna step in a way where you're pretty close to their leg. You will not have to swing it out far. Their leg will be right here. And so I'm just gonna take mine and boom, there goes theirs. Good. Good. All right, guys, time. Look, this is important. So if you're starting to, I see at least one person working with a partner. If you are doing this on a person, we need to understand where we're gonna connect, okay? You need to remember this. Everybody say squishy to squishy. Say that again, squishy to squishy. How do you think it feels if you just run up and just like, I don't know, knee somebody in the knee? How's that feel? Or like shin somebody in the shin?
Shins.
Or clacked ankles with somebody? Or just yourself? Like, that's bone on bone. That is not what we're doing. We are not trying to break them or ourselves or bruise us up like that. We're just trying to move their leg. So I'm going right here, okay? Right in the middle of this part of my leg where there's just a nice big squishy muscle right there. That is gonna hit the same part on them, okay? And it's just gonna be this type of connection. If you end up too low or like the ankles start clacking, bad day. If you get up where your knees can clack, bad day. Right in the middle, middle to middle. So make sure that you're aiming that leg towards their leg in a way where it's gonna catch, squishy to squishy, okay? So let's, if you have a partner, you can do that. If you don't have a partner, do this just a few more times where you're practicing just like a good step, and then start to exaggerate more. Like if you thought that was getting a little easy, we'll make it harder. Watch, I can do this. That is so easy. Look, it was totally right, wasn't it? Or I can do this. And I almost ate it. That was hard, that was fun. So look, challenge yourself, okay? Like I really went for it. I want you guys to go for it and let's see who's got some nice ones. You ready? First time, go. Sorry, I didn't count you. You had to be ready.
Jack, Ty, did you guys have a question?
Thank you, coach.
Sorry, you have to unmute yourselves.
I was just wondering if we could see that just one more time.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Same thing. We're just doing a step, and then big swing, forward, back. Okay? So I step, then swing it up and back. My goal is to touch the ground with my toes and get it to be a nice low swing. Long leg swing. Don't actually eat it. That was insane. Who was that? Was that Jacob over there getting it? Good job, dude. Don't actually eat, Matt. It doesn't taste that great. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Is that Mia with a question?
Yes, Miss Mia, unmute yourself, sweetie.
What you got? Oh, wait. I thought it popped off. Sorry. You can do it, Mia. You got to unmute yourself. Good, guys. Okay. Hey, oh, wait. There you are. Go ahead. What's your question?
My question is, I forgot how to do the move because
We're-
had a goal.
We're gonna add one little piece, Mia, so you'll get to see it again, and then you can work on that part some more if you need to. You can add the next piece if you want, or you can just go back and keep practicing the same thing some more. But we're gonna add one little thing, okay? So bring it in and watch. Time, guys, time. Bring it in. So look, last piece for the takedown today. This is my favorite part. And even though it's taking a little bit longer than usual just for the takedown, I wanna show you guys this part because it's just so much fun. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add back in like the punching motion, okay? Now, when I do it with just like driving the bus, it's kind of just like a little turn and it goes down, right? It's just kind of like a little, kind of a downward punch right here. We're gonna do the same thing, but it's gonna be like the most exaggerated, crazy, like Superman punch. Like I'm gonna like load it up and then I'm gonna punch it so far forward and so far down, it's gonna look weird, okay? So I just want you guys to understand the little piece that we're adding. Check out how I do this. I start on my stance. Make sure you can see my feet. Okay, I'm still gonna take a step. Boom. When I take the step, that's when I load the punch up. So that means that I'm gonna take my grips and I'm thinking collar, sleeve, right? Those are my grips. I'm gonna take both of them and load them up. See what I did? That's gonna help pull me in close too. So I'm gonna step and load them up. And then as I take my giant swing, I'm gonna throw the same side punch. So I swing and punch, okay? You guys see how exaggerated that is. I try to stretch myself fully forwards and backwards. Step and load the punches, and then swing and punch, okay? Step and load the punches, and then swing and punch. Let's see if anybody's got the balance, the control, the memory, the focus to hit these details, okay? We'll check on it in a second. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's see what you got. Go ahead. Boom. Boom, boom. There we go. Scarlett, is that a question?
Yeah, it is a question.
What's up, Scarlett?
Can you show it one more time?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
So, wait. Gotta make sure you can see. Okay, so I'm taking the step, just like always, right? I'm stepping outside of their legs. Boom. As I do that, I load the punches up. Now, I know that this leg is gonna swing, so this is gonna be the big punch. This is the one that needs to really come up high and be ready, okay? So I'm gonna step and load the punches. See how this one's more ready? Now I'm just gonna do the same big swing, and as I do that, that big punch goes forward and down, okay? So, boom. From the side, step and load them up, swing and punch, okay? Let's see what kind of balance you got. It's a fun one to work because it is very tough to balance this way in the beginning. I don't expect anybody to be flawless at this, but I don't know, I tend to get surprised when I say things like that. Let's see if anybody's looking that smooth. Anybody got the kind of balance and grips? Yeah. So Evan, look, Evan, because he's on his knees, you won't be able to take his leg all the way. You won't be able to kick it all the way out like you would if he was standing, but that's okay. You can still practice swinging it down. You'll give him like a little smack. It doesn't have to be crazy hard or anything. I'll bruise him up. But you can just like smack the back of his thigh, and right then is when you'll drive him over, okay? So you don't need to try to move his leg much because of that position. You just gotta swing it down, and right as your leg smacks him, that's when you're gonna punch him over the other way, okay? Go ahead, keep trying, keep getting it. Let's see it, Diego. Boom, yeah! That was pretty slick, man. Hey, I gotta say, that might be the best balance I've seen so far. Yeah, hold up, Diego's got some balance, man. I'm remember he did both sides, I think. I just saw him do both. Let's see. Boom. He doesn't fall out of it at the end. He catches himself. All right, let's see. Boom. Nice. Super clean. Get it, Nicole. Get it, Jake. Ooh. Nice. Oh, almost got you, Jacob. Yes, good, Jacob. And swing and punch. Yeah, dude, that was so clean. I'm so impressed with those details. Good job. Very good. All right, guys, time. Look, bring it in. That is honestly one of my favorite takedowns to learn. Or I'm sorry, it's one of my favorite takedowns to teach. But I know it's one of the weird ones to learn, especially solo, because it's a pretty weird motion, and it's hard to understand like how that exactly translates into a real takedown. But honestly, like I showed you guys the move earlier, and pay close attention to what happens when I do this throw, okay? If I have Wilson, and I got him standing, watch for the details. Gone, right? He gets launched. I did exactly the same thing we just did. Just remember what I just did. That's exactly the movement I just did to throw him that way. So it's kind of cool how some of the like weird motions and just, I don't know, strange footwork that we practice directly translates into being able to throw people, right? So I appreciate you guys really working on that footwork. It looked nice. I'll be excited to get in where we can launch each other, okay? Good work. Now we have just a tiny bit of mount work to look at today, and mount's the position we're focusing on, so I want to just check and just make sure everybody remembers what we're doing from the top of mount. So if I'm on top, right, if I get to the good position in mount, number one, and hey, I'm actually asking questions, so if you have the good answer, raise your hand, be respectful. I want to know who's paying attention, okay? So if I'm up here, most important detail, where do my hands go? Somebody put their hand up, so I don't have to fight all of them. I'm not even going to let you answer. My hands go on the mat, okay? Listen, if I'm up in the mount, my hands go to the mat. I do not waste any time sitting up where they're going to butt me off or face plant me. I'm getting low to crush them. If they push, what do? This is a terrible idea for them. I just lean on them, I make it suck. And then if I need to, I swim. I swim under their hands, right? And I go one at a time, right? I swim 1, 2, so that I don't get them stuck. If both my hands get stuck, I get face plant. Not worth it. So 1, 2, always back to the mat. I'm getting a good mount. Okay, if they push me side to side, we got sticky hands. You guys know this. If I go side to side, this one's not hard. If they try to grab my arm, I'm gonna pull it out. But what's the extra detail that I use? Who knows? Jacob, you know? What is it, Jacob?
Like you do this and then you pull, but you have to do it quick.
Exactly. We're gonna flip our hands so we're palm up, and that gives us a stronger, faster pull because we're pulling down by our side like this, right? We're going into like this position. This is a really strong motion. So we're just gonna flip it, pull it, and put it back on the mat. And if they grab my arm, I flip it, pull it, it's super easy. So I just wanted to review that with you guys. It is not the main focus of what we're doing today. I wanted to make sure that we talked about that you saw it at least once for your brain, for your memory, okay? I just wanted to be in it. So don't forget, keeping the mount is more important than any attack or any finish that you can learn. Because if I get here and start going for a choke, but I forget how to have sticky hands, where am I going to be in 5 seconds? Down there with him up on top, probably in my guard now. So make sure that you guys remember how to stay on top. But what we're going to work on today is some of this arm bar. And we got to practice this a little while ago, I think just a time or two, but it's really fun. I love this. And so what we're going to look at is attacking one of these arms if they decide to push. My favorite thing in the world, guys, is when the bottom person goes, and they freak out because they're giving me free submissions. I have no idea why they think this is a good idea. So when they push like this, I'm just going to go ahead and steal one of those and attack. Now, if I do this technically, then I grab the arm, post, slide into technical mount, I lean, swing my leg over, and I sit. Now, this position is familiar to all of us, but there's a lot of steps in the middle, aren't there? Right? That position, like going through technical mount and everything, it requires a lot of detail. Luckily, we're going to work on just the fast one today, just the simple, smooth one. So what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that this arm just stays up the entire time, okay? Like, let's just assume that they keep on pushing. I'm going to let it go, it's going to fall. But if they keep pushing the entire time, I don't even have to grab their arm. I just go around it, CPR, and I'm literally just going to swing myself all the way into the arm bar position. So that means that I'm going to float, and as I float, I swing all the way around to where I can land right in arm bar position. Okay? So if you have a partner, you can do it like that, where the bottom person will push, and they'll stay pushing. It might be a good idea to just give them one arm, and then they can push up this one, so that they don't have to crush your chest or your ribs. Okay? But they're just going to go around this arm, CPR, and then they're going to float and swing and turn into the arm bar. They're going to sit right there. Okay, you don't have to focus on the finish. If you do, be super smooth. But it's not the point. Swimming is the point. So if you don't have a partner, you still get to practice swimming. Okay? Look, I'm in the mount. I float. That means I have to put all my weight on my hands. I have to do this. Okay? While I float, I'm just going to turn to the side and make sure that I can stick both of my legs straight. Okay, so I float, turn, and both of my legs have to end up on that side, right? I can't leave one like touch like this or anything. Both of them have to get kicked out as I sit. Okay, that's it. Pop right back up. Try the other one. Boom. Float and turn. Okay, I want to see who's got the good float motion. It's tough to hold yourself for a solid second, but if you're quick with your legs, you can make this look pretty easy. Let's see who's good at this one, okay? 1, 2, 3. What you got? I expect Caleb and Nicole to be pretty good at this one. They got some nice movement. I want to see if they can really like spin like this, if they can pivot. Let's see it, Jacob. There we go. So if you're attacking an armbar, you have to make sure that you don't go across, okay? If I'm attacking this arm, I'll always pull it this way, and I'll always sit this way, okay? Like, so if you end up with this arm over here, then you're in a weird position if you're on top. Okay? If you're on top, it's easy. This one goes here, this one goes here, okay? So keep going. So, Jacob, if you're attacking that arm, you need to slide around the other side of it. Watch. You need to make him pick his arm up a little bit. That's all you need to do. The way that you're practicing is still good because you're doing a good spin, but you can make his arms be a little more real if you make his arms just kind of go up towards your chest. Yeah. And now you got to try to slide around behind one of those arms. When you slide in for the arm bar, you're going to be sitting back here behind one of his arms. Do you see it? Right? Where you're going to sit right here. So you got to make sure that you can slide around behind one of those arms. Okay, a couple more times, guys. Nice, good float. Hey, Nicole, that was really clean. You're flexible enough to kind of like float or like lift your leg over his face, and you can just step into position. But by doing it that way, you actually leave yourself more vulnerable to him getting up because you're not doing the float. You're not as heavy. When you do this thing, when you float, it's tough. But do you know what it does? It transfers all of your weight right down into your hands and it smashes them for a second. So that while you're in the air spinning, they can't do anything. If you just step your leg around, kind of like you do like the easy version, where you just like step your leg around their face and then you kind of turn and sit, then the whole time they can be like fighting and trying to get up and suck their elbow up. But if you go right as you swing, they're not doing nothing. So really try to practice floating yourself, okay? All right, guys, get last 2 in. Get your final 2 in, and then we're gonna call it for the day. That was phenomenal work, by the way. Diego looking clean. Nice. Good. I know, guys, if you have a dummy whose arms keep flopping, it's a little bit weird to work with the floppy arms, but that's okay. We do not focus on the arms right now. That is not our goal. Our goal is to focus on the swing, on the pivot, right? We want to be able to try to like squish and float ourselves so that we can turn and just swing those legs into position. Nice. Good. All right. Time, guys, time. Can you bring it in real quick? Bring it in, bring it in. Before we close out, I just want to give everybody the reminder that, you know, we looked at a submission, and that particular submission, like what is the danger? What happens if I finish that submission? Do you know? That's this being attacked, right? It's the elbow right here is gonna get popped, torn, broken, okay? It really is a powerful attack. And so if I'm doing this, I'm doing it with care. This is not something that you just play around with. This is honestly one of the worst things to just like show one of your friends one day, because trust me, you're gonna hurt them, or they're gonna hurt themselves later. Like, it's not worth it. If you wanna wrestle around, I get it, go wrestle around, it's fine. But man, like, save the attacks for jujitsu. If you want them to get to learn the armbar, get them into class. They can come to Zoom class for free. Pretty soon we're gonna have the gym open up. They can come in there and they can train. And man, like, we'll get to really show them some armbars, right? But make sure that you guys respect this, okay? Like, we're not just goofing around. We're learning a pretty powerful attack. And you gotta make sure that you're being respectful about that. So don't screw around with it at home, and make sure that like every time that you, I don't know, if you learn something and you mess it up, like that's gonna happen. I assume that a couple of you guys didn't quite get this one right. So if you struggled, if you need the extra work, make sure you come back. Don't expect to be perfect at that on the first try, on the first day. Come back for a few more, and we'll keep on working on that armbar, okay? We'll get really good at that slowly. But let's close out, you guys. Go ahead and stand up one more time. Let's make sure we look good. Here's my guitar. Who brought Fred? Who can list off what, wait. I actually want to let somebody do this challenge. Does anybody, like, can you raise your hand because you think you can list off what all 4 of those words are? F-R-E-D, Fred. What are those 4 most important match tests to me? I want to test Mia. Mia, do you know what it is? I think you have to unmute yourself. Can you get it?
I actually just wanted to say yesterday was my birthday.
Oh snap, yesterday was. That's crazy. Hey, thank you for letting me know. Hey, we're gonna have to embarrass you, and I think that I'm
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, see, that's kind of the goal. I think that we're probably just gonna have everybody sing obnoxiously the second that we.
Happy birthday.
But hey, not yet. I still have the challenge.
Happy
Who remembers F-R-E-D? Anybody? Anybody know all 4 match chats? Come on, who's brave? You think you got it, Caleb? You think you can do it? Give it a shot. Come on, what's the worst that could happen? You might be wrong. It's cool. What do you got? Hang on, we'll help you. Can you do it? All right, what's up?
F is for focused. E is for agility.
Ooh,
Energy.
there, yes. E is for energy.
R is for
Ooh, you got a couple of friends that might know this one. R is for
respect.
Boom, respect
Discipline.
and discipline. Focus, respect, energy, and discipline. F-R-E-D. Bring it. You guys really did a good job today, and I saw a lot of you actually focus on bringing those things, and I think it helped us really learn some new stuff a little faster than normal. That was tight. Good job. And if you didn't hear me already, we have some like real classes coming soon. I won't give you guys a date until I know for sure that we're gonna have classes, like until I can give you a class to come to. All right, so I'm not gonna tell you when I think it's gonna be, but it's gonna be within like the next week or 2. All right, it's gonna be real soon. So I'm super excited to see you guys again, and like pretty soon we're all gonna be beating each other up. I can't wait. Even if it's, you know, small scale at first, like we'll make the time to come hang out with you guys, and you'll still get to see us. So we'll be really excited. But thank you guys for bringing Fred today, for bringing that energy. That was awesome, right? Remember, if you struggled with the Sotogari or if you struggled with the armbar, get back in here Friday so we can get some more work on, okay? Now, still looking good? Did you hold that focus, that discipline? Ooh, all right, let's finish strong, guys, just like in class. Thank you, class. Awesome.